Hey everybody, I'm Dagnum, and today I'm going to dive into digital data management. I'm going to explore today Constellation Network. It's a platform enhancing security and handling of digital assets. And it's these advancements that set the stage for a new era in digital data management. But don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of my latest insights as I decode the future of fintech, AI, and DePIN technologies. Now let's go back to the roots of our digital age. How did we get from the humble beginnings of the internet to today's Web3? Let's embark on a quick journey through the history of knowledge sharing. From the ancient libraries of Mesopotamia to the grand halls of Alexandria, humanity has always had this urge to collect and preserve knowledge. Scrolls and codexes were literally the databases of their time. Fast forward to the Enlightenment in Europe, where the thirst for a systematic organization of knowledge gave rise to the first modern encyclopedias. The 18th century, we saw figures like Diderot and D'Alembert compiling the Encyclopédie, which was an ambitious collection that aimed to change the way people thought about knowledge. And this was literally knowledge democratization in its earliest form. And then, as the centuries passed, the advent of the printing press expanded access to books and literature. And then came the digital revolution.
Millions of Americans own a personal computer. If you're one of them, you can now glimpse the future with nothing more than a modem, a phone line, and a few dollars a month.
The creation of the World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989 transformed these physical tomes into digital formats, leading us to Web 1.0. Web 1 is often called the readable phase of the internet, and this was our modern-day digital encyclopedias, where information was displayed statically on web pages. And much like those dusty shelves of those ancient libraries, these web pages were filled with tons and tons of information, but we had limited interaction with it. Users could access a vast ocean of information, but this was a far cry from the interactive platforms that you and I engage with every day today in Web 2. So from stone tablets to digital screens, the journey of knowledge sharing is a testament to our enduring quest for information. Now let's see how this has evolved into a more interactive and dynamic Web 2. Web 2 is often referred to as the read, write, publish, and it's where we had platforms like YouTube and Wikipedia, and it allowed everyone to not just consume, but create and share content. And this connected people with people, and it drastically democratized information access. Web 2 also enhanced interactivity. Websites could update in real time without needing to reload, and this improved the user experience. This era also saw the rise of social networking.
Hey Greg, Rena here. Want to show me the problem with the chair?
Enabled connections and collaborations across the globe. And lastly, we had cloud computing emerge, and it allowed data access from anywhere. And this made the internet an essential part of our daily lives. And it's these developments that made Web 2 a significant milestone in internet's history. And it paved the way for even more advanced technologies, which leads us to Web 3. And Web 3 is often referred to as the stakeholder economy. And it's not just about connecting people to value, it's ensuring data ownership, privacy, and decentralization. Web 3 is the next big leap for the internet, and it's focusing on you as the user. And it's all about giving you more control and privacy over your data. And unlike older versions of the internet, where all the big companies held the power, Web 3 actually uses technology that spreads it across many places, and it keeps it safe and private, and it makes everything more open and connected. Now, this new internet actually lets you do small transactions directly, and you don't need a big bank for every online purchase or tiny investment. Imagine buying a song or investing in a startup with just one click, securely and quickly. So why is this important, and why should you care? You should care because it makes the internet a place that everybody has a fair chance to create, share, and grow without needing permissions from Facebook or Google. It's actually about making the online world work for everybody, not just the happy few. And at the heart of Web3 is something called blockchain technology. So imagine a world where data isn't stored centrally, but across a vast network of nodes. And this ensures security, transparency, and immutability. Blockchain is the backbone of cryptocurrencies, but it's so much more than that. It's offering a new way to validate data and transactions, which brings us to Constellation Network. This is a customizable, distributed network that's redefining digital assets and data validation through its Hypergraph Transfer Protocol, HGTP. And this is an alternative to the traditional internet's HTTP. And it's about creating a secure, scalable, efficiently framework for this new internet. HTTP is like the postal service for the internet. And just like you send letters through the mail, HTTP sends information requests and it retrieves web pages. And this is a system that everybody uses today without thinking too much about it. Just like when you put a letter in the mailbox, it gets delivered to the address that's written on the envelope. Now, Constellation's HGTP, on the other hand, is like a futuristic delivery drone network. And instead of just letters, these drones can carry anything from packages to pizza. And they're actually smart enough to find the best route in real time, avoiding traffic or bad weather. And they don't just drop the package off at your door, they actually make sure it's handed over to you and only you. And they also ensure nothing got lost or tampered with along the way. Now, let's explore a little bit about how Constellation takes this idea of a new internet to a whole new level with something called customizable distributed networks. So imagine the internet like a giant puzzle where each piece of that puzzle is a tiny computer or a node. And this node holds a tiny part of the internet's information. A node is essentially a point in the network that can receive, create, store, and send data across the network. So you can think of it like a small office in a huge company, where each office has a specific job to do, which helps that entire company run smoothly. Now, with Constellation's technology, anybody can set up their own node. But these nodes aren't just any nodes, they're actually customizable, which means you can tweak it to do different jobs. This could be from securing data to processing transactions, or even creating entirely new services. When your node joins the network, it joins together with thousands of other nodes around the world. And this is called global consensus. It makes the whole system incredibly robust and trustworthy. You can think of Constellation's network like a huge shopping mall, where each store in that mall is represented as a metagraph, or a network of nodes that is managed by each one of these stores. Now, the hypergraph, HGTP, kind of acts like the mall's blueprint or map directory. And it actually shows where all these stores or metagraph are connected and interact.
The Door Traffic Miner is a simple way to earn crypto.
Now let's talk about one of those stores, or metagraphs, that's built on Constellation right now. It's a network called Door Technologies, and they have a DPIN called the Door Traffic Miner. And this gadget is actually pretty cool because it rewards people for sharing information about how busy certain places are, or how many people walk by a store. And retail stores can actually use this data to make smarter decisions, like where to place ads or how to rearrange their store. And the Door Traffic Miner is more than just a tool. It's actually part of a bigger system that just shows how useful it is to be part of Constellation's network. By sharing data, users can earn rewards, and at the same time, they help businesses understand what customers do. And this device is a great example of something called a decentralized application, or a DApp, which means it runs entirely on blockchain. And this makes sure all the information it gathers is safe and accurate. Now, let's talk about something really interesting. Constellation actually has a partnership with the U.S. Department of Defense, and they're working together to create a super secure way for the military to share important information. And this is such a big deal because it actually shows how powerful and trustworthy blockchain technology, which powers Constellation, can be. But you might be asking, why the Department of Defense? Well, it's because they handle a lot of sensitive information, and this information needs to be kept safe from hackers or other threats. And by using Constellation's blockchain technology, they can ensure that the information stays secure and can only be shared smoothly between different parts of the military, without any hitches or mix-ups. This collaboration is a perfect example of how cutting-edge technology like blockchain is being used in important ways in the real world right now. And it's not just about digital money or cryptocurrencies. It's about creating a safer, more reliable way to handle critical information. So that completes our journey into the new digital age with Web3 and blockchain. Constellation is spearheading this future, and it's not just secure but deeply connected, from protecting military communications to enabling us to participate in the digital economy. The potential here is limitless. And if you're as excited about the future as I am, please keep exploring with us. Check out the links below and learn more about Constellation Network and blockchain. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button so you can stay up to date for all the latest insights. Stay curious, stay empowered. Until next time.